No, someone has to explain this stupid friggin' lyric to me.
All right.
Maybe someone will know in the Watchers Game community.
So explain
okay?
it. Explain it in the comments if you can explain it for him.
What I just said, do that
Okay.
like he just said. Because apparently you can't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to BnG Games and Videos. I'm B. This is...
Get my good side. It's the one.
You're breaking the camera regardless. And we have a special guest with us today. We've got...
Mike from TheGadgetAddicts.
Yes!
Yeah!
Wait, I didn't get the beard memo.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mike, we both got great beards going on right now.
Except that his is black like a young fella's, and yours is gray like an old fogey.
It's actually brown and ginger, G. Come on. I'm sat in relative darkness here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, still, I guess he's implying that you look much younger than I do. And welcome to another episode of BnG's Q&A, in which we turn the tables and ask you, the viewing audience, some questions, and hopefully you'll respond in the comments for us.
You know, it'd be a lot easier if we just made like a digital Lazy Susan, so we didn't actually have to turn the table. We could just turn the Lazy Susan.
Just turn it around just a little bit.
And it would just swivel. Do you have Lazy Susans?
Yeah, we have Lazy Susans.
Yeah.
It's not like a Lazy Margaret or
No.
a Lazy Fanny.
No. It's... Fanny's an American name. It means something completely different over here.
That's what she said.
So let's get started right off the bat, shall we? Mike, do you have a question for our general viewing audience?
Yes, I do. So, for everyone, for the general viewing audience, I'm a musical guy. I like to play the guitar. I like to sing a bit. So, if you were a musician, you were a guitarist, what riff do you wish you'd written? And then, if you don't want to be a guitarist, what lyric do you wish you'd written? Just one line from a song. What do you wish you'd done?
Oh.
What would you wish you'd done?
That's a tough one.
What?
See, I wouldn't do the guitar. It'd be some soulful sax, some tenor sax. And
Sax.
I said sax.
Okay.
You heard me.
It sounded like sex. I'm
Sax,
sorry.
not sex. Sex comes after the sax.
Okay. Some tenor sax.
It's from the Wham, the Careless Whisper.
Careless whisper on a tenor sax. Okay. All right.
Like that.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, what about you? What would yours be?
So for my riff, it was always the one I've always adored is the guitar intro for "Money for Nothing" by Dire Straits.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. It was
I'm
when I
gonna
actually
go like polygonal now.
when I learned how to play that on the guitar, that was kind of when I knew that I could play the guitar.
Okay.
And in terms of the lyrics, it's a one no one ever seems to remember, but Queens of the Stone Age.
Okay.
When they released, I can't even remember the name of the song. Go with the Flow. That's it. It's got this one line in it. I want something good to die for, to make it beautiful to live. I always love that lyric.
That's all profound and crap.
That is profound.
Yeah.
It's blowing right over his head. His hair is going in the wind. It's
My hair is more formidable than that. It takes more than a Queens of the Stone Age lyric to get my hair aflutter.
All right. Okay, so we're going to change the tables here, and we're going to ask a question to one of our Watch Us Game community members. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to ask a question to Masters of Unlocking. Masters of Unlocking, they are an awesome duo. They have a very funny channel. It's Master Greg and the Claw. And my question for you is this. You say that you've been playing video games, or somewhat, for about 20 years. So, have you known each other for 20 years, and how did you guys meet? That's my question.
Oh, that's a good question. I know the answer.
That's a good question.
Yeah?
I know the answer though. They met when they were in finishing school. They roomed together, and they both had a really elaborate plan to pants the headmaster when he was giving the big commencement speech. And they did it, and it was beautiful. And then they played Sonic.
All right, and that's how they celebrated. All right, G, what's your question for Masters of Unlocking?
My question for Masters of Unlocking is this. If you could tie any type of a knot, what type of a knot would it be? I'm talking like full-on Boy Scout style, like a hand over hand knot, or like a noose,
okay,
or like a captain's surprise, which you just made up. But you're all about the unlocking stuff.
The 50 Shades of Grey.
No. Stop destroying things. Stop unlocking. Start tying.
We're going to pass it off to you, Mike. Who do you have a question for in the Watch Us Game community?
So from the Watch This Game community, I have the wonderful, the unique, the very evil, the flaming Monocle.
Yes.
And I asked him a question for Q&A he's doing himself about the different impressions and voices that he can do, because he does a lot. But I forgot to ask this when I asked this, I'm going to ask it now. What impression can you do that you are the most proud of, or that you have the most fun doing?
Ooh.
Yeah?
Now, let me ask you a question, Mike. Do you think he sounds that his flaming monocle sounds a little bit like John Cleese? Just a little bit?
It has a Cleese-esque element to it, but I think it just has a general Python-esque element to it.
That's very true. That is very true.
Maybe he's just pompous.
No, well, he is the master of evil with a flaming monocle.
He is.
He can afford to be pompous.
What?
But if you watch, like say, like his 7th guest or the 11th hour that he's been doing, because him and his buddy who are doing it are so bored, they end up just dropping into these random voices. I mean, I get a big kick out of hearing English people do Bill Cosby.
All right. Which episode is that? I've got to go over there and watch that now.
I'll track back through and I'll find it, because to be fair, that Bill Cosby is phenomenal.
And Bill Cosby gets a real kick out of drugging English women.
All right. So, G, that was the question from to Flaming Monocle from Mike from Gadget Addicts. What's your question to Flaming Monocle?
Okay, Flaming Monocle. Since you're so stinking evil, okay? If you were gonna be any evil ruler from all of history, which one would it be? We're gonna go with Ivan the Terrible, Genghis Khan, I don't know, Millard Fillmore.
He was a badass villain. Yes,
He was. He pooped fire. It's a fact.
It's a fact. He burned down the White House. They buried that.
Yeah, our nation's archives. 14th president burned down the White House with his flatulent flames.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So they blamed it on the War of 1812, but you know,
it had been over for like 30 years ago.
Exactly.
So was like, what the fuck is that about? The British are gone.
The British are gone. And now, to wrap it all up, here is our question to the general viewing audience from G.
Okay, this is a fun question because I like it because it gets me a little aroused, just a little bit.
Oh God.
If you were going to live inside any mascot suit for any team, who would it be? It's like furries, but for universities in America. Yeah, you can go all kinds of ways. There's the Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons. It's this really creepy dude with a big head and a top hat.
But the confines of the question is you have to live in the costume. You can't get out of the costume ever.
Well, I imagine you would shower outside of it, but other than that.
Okay. You always had to be in the costume for
Yeah.
the most part.
Mine is from my alma mater.
Okay, which is?
It is Xavier University Blue Blob. Not the Musketeers. That's the official mascot. That's for bull crap. The main mascot, we won in a competition with the University of Cincinnati at the Crosstown Shootout that Blockbuster sponsored, and we won our own mascot. And you know what we did? We made a giant, hairy blue blob with giant white sneakers and a gaping mouth. And it is awesome. It's got white hands. It's got like hamburger helper hands.
It sounds utterly terrifying in
it
every
is
way, shape, and
terrifying.
form.
It is completely terrifying, Mike. So, okay, so if you could be any mascot, what would you be?
Do you do mascots over there?
No, we don't really do mascots over here, although there's a few kind of football, or as you would say, soccer teams who have mascots,
so
but they're not
mean.
famous.
Okay, so yeah, so it was a couple of football teams.
Yeah, but not to particularly write home about. I think the only mascot that I could actually think of or imagine in my head would be the giant bull from the Chicago Red Bulls. I'd live in that suit. It's enormous.
It is enormous, and you got the horns.
Yeah, exactly. So I could go find G and I could just like charge at him.
In his big blue blob.
Yeah.
No, it's the other way around. I gotta be red for him to charge.
Oh, okay.
He can't see blue. Bulls are blind to blue.
So that wraps up this week's Q&A. And until next time, I'm B, this is the Gadget Addicts, this is G, and...
You know what? Whatever happened to Cal? From Keenan and Kel? You know, he loved orange soda.
Yeah.
He would have loved Monster, but maybe he's dead. Because, you know, Keenan was doing all those great things on SNL, and he's being famous and being loved everywhere, and Kel can't even hang out with him anymore.
It's a new series called Behind the Nickelodeon.
And then everything went wrong for Cal.
So until next time, I'm B, this is G, this is the Gadget Addicts, and...
Have you seen my friend Bert?
So until next time, I'm B, this is the Gadget Addicts, this is G, and...
I am gonna say this right now. If you want to hang out with me and play, that's cool. I'm just saying, we can't go to the McDonald's play place on Beachmont Avenue because I've been banned for life because apparently no one told me I wasn't allowed to bring 50 pounds of Jell-O in there and have some Jell-O wrestling for the kids.
And finally, until next time, I'm B, this is G, this is the Gadget Addicts, and remember, live long and prosper. Take care.
I have a to scale model of the OSS Enterprise in my butthole.